E3 is known for many things, from revealing the coolest games from the biggest devs to the massively overproduced show floor booths. It's all in service of getting or keeping that hype train moving. And what would a trade show be without paid celebrity appearances? There have been too many to count over the past 2 decades, from the cringe-inducingly bad to the actually not so terrible. So here are our picks for the most unforgettable celebrity cameos at E3 over the years. Let's start with an E3 moment that somehow manages to be one of the coolest and weirdest celebrity moments in E3 history. To announce the Beatles rock band, Microsoft brought out George Harrison's daughter Olivia and Yoko Ono, who just stood there for a second and then immediately bounced. It was weird for them, it was weird for us, it was weird for everybody. Thankfully, they almost immediately followed that up by bringing out Sir Paul McCartney and Ringo Starr, the 2 surviving Beatles, out on stage to say a few words.
Looks like they want us to talk amongst ourselves, Paul.
Yeah, I think so.
What do you think of the game?
I love it.
You love it?
Yeah. I
Okay.
can't play it.
Thank you.
It remains one of the most genuinely fun celebrity moments of any E3 to date, even if they clearly weren't that into gaming. Less fun that same year were appearances by Hollywood bigwigs Steven Spielberg and James Cameron. Cameron got up on the Ubisoft stage, since they were producing the Avatar game, and rambled about the lore of the movie, which wouldn't even release in theaters until after the game came out. While Spielberg got trotted out after a gameplay-free proof-of-concept trailer for what would ultimately become the Xbox Kinect. Reinventing the way we experience game stories would have been awesome, to be sure, but unfortunately for Mr. Spielberg, it basically became the Just Dance camera. Thankfully, his pre-recorded return in 2013 for the Halo series was a bit more substantive, even if the show didn't start production until this year.
And I'm incredibly excited about the great journey we're all on, the heroes, worlds, and wonders that Halo will take us on.
Another entry that is weird, but still the good kind of hilarious, comes from E3 2008, when Nintendo invited DJ Ravi Drums out on stage to demo Wii Music by just shredding some air drums with the Wii Stick and nunchuck. What was just kinda weird for everyone was when Pele showed up at E3 2015 to talk about, well, technically football, but it felt more like the kind of special you'd see on PBS instead of at an E3 stage.
It has the power to take our breaths away, to make us laugh, cry, and rejoice.
Sports games in general have a pretty rough time figuring out how to integrate celebrities into their E3 experience. Whether it's the, this person has no relation to the development of the game or sport itself, but let's just have Drake come out and stand on stage for a second because he's famous.
My life takes me to places all around the world, like Barcelona.
Or the more frequent, sports stars are good at real sports and not video games thing.
That's not realistic at all. Forget everything I just said, that's just not realistic.
While there are plenty of good contenders for this one, I think the winner of that particular award category has to go to Joe Montana.
Line inside
Davis.
the opponent's 20. The quarterback
Block left.
mixing things up at the line of
Set.
scrimmage.
Height.
Second down and 5. Gore now slashing to the right side.
Oh, great stuff.
Some studios, on the other hand, managed to do okay with their celebrity appearances, and Ubisoft has managed to walk that fine line with relative success over the years. Say what you will about her writers and trying to make a meme during a filler segment, but Aisha Tyler dove headfirst into her role as a host and a fan at Ubi's conference from 2012 to 2016.
If you are even a tiny bit still on the fence about this, dude, you're a cat riding a fire-breathing unicorn.
In fact, Ubisoft has managed to draw in great talent for many of its games, though I think fans were especially surprised, or maybe just kind of confused, when they revealed that Angela Bassett was leading the cast of Rainbow Six Siege. While celebrity appearances in games are nothing new, it's rare to see an actress of such renown appear in a multiplayer shooter like Siege. It was refreshing to see the Golden Globe winner have such enthusiasm for making her first game appearance, even if the appearance may have seemed a bit out of place.
It has been a great experience so far. And you know, I'm all about playing interesting characters, and this definitely was the venue for that. Yeah.
In what might be the most infamous entry on our list, who could forget Activision's brilliant marketing decision to hire Jamie Kennedy to host their E3 briefing in 2007? Fumbling over 20 minutes worth of boner jokes, whether he was stoned, drunk, or just an asshole remains a mystery. Though I suppose it's still a better showing than Son of the Mask.
The game is called Friend or Foe?
Yes.
Like foe what?
Faux fun.
Faux cheesy? Faux fun? Faux wit?
Whoever hired Randy Meeks himself was probably trying to replicate a cool demo they'd seen the year before, where a famous comedian demoed a cool game. In 2006, Robin Williams presented a lengthy gameplay demo of Spore, going all in with his patented character shtick.
I work like the spinal cord, we do the chiropractic, and this is how it relaxes.
He'd go on to help Nintendo promote Skyward Sword in 2011 with his daughter Zelda, who's named for the Hylian princess.
Well done, Zelda, but you have a lot to learn before you become a master.
Also at E3 2006, the now-defunct classic game subscription service GameTap hired Space Ghost to interview famous game developers, which in addition to being a fun diversion from the rest of the convention, also gave us perhaps the most authentic statement from a developer in E3 history.
Well, Todd, tell us a little bit about all the excitement over there at that wacky Bethesda Softworks.
Yes, I make power fantasies for adolescent males.
But let's be honest, I think we can all agree that the ultimate celebrity at E3 moment goes to the man himself, Snoop Dogg, who wields the power to just show up, smoking a blunt, and start playing whatever demos he wants. So those are our picks for E3's most memorable celebrity cameos. What's on your list that didn't make ours? Including whatever shenanigans this year's celebrity guests get up to, stick around on IGN.